there's an incredible amount of work happening and progress on the Sandy Clean Waters program update. And so after this very difficult decision that was made tonight, I wanted to show the community as well as council what we're doing and what the plan is moving forward, because there's been a lot of changes. So our existing wastewater system, I'm glad I decided to give a little bit of review tonight. It's located out on Jarl Road. The wastewater treatment plant was built in 1971. It had an upgrade in 1998, and it has a 1010 permit for BOD and TSS. We also have an ammonia limit. 6 months out of the year, we discharge to Tickle Creek, which is in the Clackamas River watershed. And for 6 months, May to October, we're prohibited from discharging to surface water. And we have a recycle water program that's been running for 20 years. Really innovative, pretty tough to do with the Oregon climate because it's oftentimes pretty rainy in October and sometimes even June. But 100% of our water is rated Class B effluent, goes to a local nursery. I think the best way to think about this and capitalizing on a lot of the communications work that's been done is to think about, we have a series of 3 problems. Challenge number 1 is our collection system. That's all the sewer pipes that collect our sewage, convey it to the wastewater treatment plant. But not to find a point on it, we have leaky pipes. So what you want is you want a really tight system where only the wastewater is conveyed to the treatment plant, which is symbolized by this. Unfortunately, there's lots of gaps and openings. We get rainfall and groundwater in, and it swells the water that comes to the treatment plant. And it's just not good management to do that. It's expensive to treat that water. So that's problem number 1, is tightening up that system, fixing and rehabilitating those pipes to really slim down and only treat the wastewater that we generate. The second problem has to do with the treatment. Wastewater is a really tough environment. It wears things down. And we have a lot of aging mechanical equipment for processing and treating the water that needs to be upgraded or replaced. And in addition, Sandy has been growing. And so we do need to replace and expand some of the equipment at that treatment plant. And then finally, we also have a challenging effluent disposal. Many towns are able to just focus on their leaky pipes, focus on their treatment. However, we have essentially a bottleneck. It's a mass load limit about how much treated effluent we are allowed to discharge to the Clackamas River Basin because of something called the 3-basin rule, which is in place to protect the downstream watersheds. And so we need to come up with, as you can see, what's projected for the next 20 years coming in is more than what we're allowed to discharge to Tickle Creek. So we need to develop an alternative discharge. So think of the program in terms of those 3 elements. And we have a 3-step plan. So fix the leaky pipes, keep the clean blue water out, just try and make our system as tight as possible. Number 2, we need to replace as well as expand our existing treatment plant, whether that's 2 treatment plants or whether that's 1 larger one. And the third one is to build a second outfall and pipeline. And the facility plan that was adopted in 2019 recommended a path of applying for a Sandy River pipeline and outfall.